Hi everyone, Rich Runs Cars here. So I sold my S500 a couple of weeks ago and I was meant to be taking a bit of a break from buying any more cars. I think I had 12 and it was just getting a bit unmanageable on my driveway, difficult to get cars in and out, and I just needed more space. It was becoming a bit of a hassle, so I thought I'll take a break and I won't get any more until I have sold at least a couple more, 2 or 3 more. And so that was the plan, just concentrate on fixing up and selling a couple that I had in stock to free up some space. But that plan has been dashed and I am on the way back, just stopped off for a coffee on the way back from the auction house, and I made an unexpected purchase, which I'll tell you more about in a minute, but it was just an opportune purchase. I happened to look at the auction catalogue, which I haven't done for ages for that auction house, and saw something I thought I'd keep an eye on. Attended the auction online and ended up ringing up afterwards with an additional offer because what I bid on didn't make reserve, and ended up getting it. So it's a bit of an unusual one for me, to say the least, and I shall show you which it is. So it is this one here. So it's a Berstner motorhome, an Ixio Time 586. I really know very little about these, to be honest. I always keep my eye on the motorhomes in the auctions, but they usually go for quite a lot of money. So this one actually was decent value. So here we are inside the motorhome. As I was saying outside, I've actually always kept an eye on these on the markets when they come up at auction. They tend to sell for quite a lot, and I've never thought one has been particularly good value or worth buying. I went to see a few. The older ones tend to rot quite badly. The newer ones go for pretty much as much as you could get them on, say, Auto Trader or something. So I've never thought they're really been worth properly bidding on. I've always actually fancied one just to trek around with, maybe, you know, spend a day or a week away working whilst traveling around the countryside in the motorhome, but never found one. And so this was a great opportunity. It was, as I say, very opportune. I just happened to see it. I rang up about it beforehand just to find out a little bit more about it. The reserve was 35,000 on this. Kind of did my research, thought that was at the high end, but this is a 2014 model, so Berstner, one of the top motorhome makers, so it's very high quality. They tend to fetch quite a lot, to have high residual second-hand values. 2014, this has got 73,000 miles on it. And you can't find one for sale, admittedly they're all lower mileage, but you can't find one for sale less than about 40,000. So 35 seemed a bit steep, considering you got some auction fees on top of that. And it's, you know, no guarantees or warranties come with that, obviously. So anyway, I kept an eye on it. I think the bidding went to 22,000. I think I bid 21,000, and that was it. I was at work. I left work, drove home, and on the drive home, I suddenly thought, you know what, that could be a bargain. I'll chance it, ring up, and put in an offer after the auction, which I did. I offered 23,000 after the auction. The reserve was 35, as I say, but they accepted the 23,000. So obviously some fees on top of that, but I've just been to the auction house. I'm halfway back to my house now with it, and I'm pretty pleased with it. So I think it's fairly high risk in some senses. It's left-hand drive, which I omitted to say. Obviously that's a big factor, but I think sitting this for a few months until late spring, summer, and I've got various options to sell this either privately. There are a lot of companies that do brokered sales for motorhomes, so I'll look at those kind of options. I actually chucked the details into We Buy Any Motorhome or whatever they're called, a We Buy Car type site specifically for motorhomes, and they came back with a kind of blind offer of 28,000. So it looks like I should be able to make a little bit of money on this. Whether or not I keep it for a while, I'm not quite sure. The old dog may not be able to get in here now, so I can't really go away, but we'll see. So now I'm back to the problems with too little space on the driveway, but I guess it's a good problem to have. Maybe I'll just show you quickly around what we've got here. This is a Berstner Ixio 586 Time. It's on a Fiat chassis, so it's got the 2.3 litre diesel turbo engine. It's got a touchscreen central console here with Bluetooth hookup, various apps, etc., which I have no idea how it works yet. It's got a reversing camera which doubles up as a dash cam, as you can see, which is a really nice feature on these types of vehicles. And then moving back into the living area, you've got a couple of double sofas which I think double up as beds, a removable table. Obviously this is a double bed which unhooks here and comes down like that. That's not fully down, but you get the idea. It's in fairly good nick for a 10-year-old one. Kitchen obviously with water. You've got a propane hookup with a gas hob. Fridge and shower are always the best things to look at to see how well treated they've been. I've seen some really manky ones over the years that I've looked at. These are actually reasonably nice. The bathroom in particular is, you know, for a 10-year-old motorhome, pretty good. Anyway, when I get used to us all, I will give you a proper tour of all this when I find out what's what. As I say, it's my first motorhome, so yeah, I'd appreciate any advice on things to watch out for on these types of vehicles. But for the moment, I'll say goodbye. Thanks for watching. I'm a new channel, so please do subscribe, leave comments and reactions, and help me grow my channel. Thanks very much. Bye.